My question is, can you tell me like everything I need to know?
Yes, I can. And I've already actually said it. Everything you need to know is this. Truly, this. Whatever options are available to you at any given moment, choose the one that contains more excitement than any other, even if it's just a little bit more. Act on it to the best of your ability, taking it as far as you can until you can take it no further. Do this with integrity. Do this with absolutely no assumption, no insistence on what the outcome ought to be or how it should look or how you should get there whatsoever. When you do that three-part formula, act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability with no insistence on the outcome, you open up and activate the kit, the toolkit of excitement. The toolkit contains everything you need to be supported in life in whatever form it needs to come in, the driving engine that moves you through life, the organizing principle of synchronicity that allows you to do what you need to do when you need to do it in perfect timing, in perfect order. It becomes the path of least resistance that allows you to flow through your life effortlessly. It becomes the path that connects you to all other expressions of your excitement, even if they don't look like they're connected on the surface. It's the excitement that tells you that they are. And it becomes the reflective mirror that reveals to you anything within your consciousness that might be out of alignment with that excitement, so that you can identify those definitions that don't work for you and let them go and add their energy to your excitement and continue to expand. And then any circumstance whatsoever, any situation whatsoever that arises from those actions, no matter how it looks, if you give it a positive meaning, you will only get a positive and beneficial effect, regardless of how the situation may have originated, regardless of anyone else's opinion or experience in that situation. That's it. That's all you need to know. Now, many people on your planet choose to complicate things beyond that and make them more difficult, but they don't have to. If they do, then that's their process. But it all comes down to understanding that what you believe to be true, what you define to be true, is how you experience your reality. And that your beliefs generate your feelings, your thoughts, and your behaviors. So anytime you have a behavior you don't prefer, a thought you don't prefer, a feeling you don't prefer, you can always trace it back down the line to something you must believe to be true that you're not aware of. Find out what that belief and definition is. When you identify it, if it's out of alignment with your true self, you will find that it will suddenly be nonsensical and illogical, and you'll drop it and let it go. If you don't drop it, if you still behave the same way, you haven't found the deeper belief yet. Keep digging. That's it. That's all you actually need to know. And one more thing. As you do this, as you move through life in this way, acting on your highest excitement, you will start living more in the present, living more in the moment. And because of that, you will know what you need to know when you need to know it. The whole formula is act on your highest passion every moment that you can, to the best of your ability, taking it as far as you can possibly take it until you can take it no further, with absolutely, here it comes, zero expectation for what the outcome should be. Why? Why the zero expectation? I'll tell you. Thank you. You have basically, being a physical being, split yourself into two main components: a physical mind and a higher mind that is non-physical. You need to work together. The physical mind and the higher mind must form a partnership, must form a relationship that works in tandem in order to actually function as a whole person in your reality. But when you allow the physical mind to think that it has to do this, and it has to make this happen, and it must know how something is going to happen, and you get it to focus on all these details, you are giving it more than it was designed to do. You wear it out, you tire it out, and you wonder why you get so many headaches at the end of the day, and you wonder why you're tired all the time. The idea is to understand that the physical mind is simply not designed to know how something is going to happen. It just isn't. The physical mind is only designed to know and to experience what is happening in the present. The higher mind knows how something is going to happen. When you allow the higher mind thus then to know that and to work with you, the higher mind will know how to bring the manifestation to the physical mind for the physical mind to experience. So here is how the idea, for example, of visualization actually works. The physical mind is capable of conjuring a visualization of your ideal preferred reality. And when you see that visualization in your mind's eye, you get very excited about that manifestation, about experiencing that reality. And the excitement is good, is exactly what you need. But the purpose of that visualization is to generate that feeling, that state of being of passion, of excitement. The purpose of the visualization is not necessarily to come into manifestation as your physical mind has envisioned it. Because your physical mind, what it may think is the most ultimate representation of that reality, what it may think is the absolute top, what it may think is the absolute ceiling, to the higher mind is just the floor, just the beginning of what could manifest. And if you simply stay in the state that the visualization generates within you and then let go of the actual imagery and hand that energy over to your higher mind will actually then bring you the manifestation that is actually representative of that passion state, even though it may look nothing like you imagined. It might, but it might not. So the idea is to use the energy state to work with the higher mind and allow the higher mind to bring you what it knows you really need that is truly representative of that energy state, so that you can be open and willing to accept that no matter what manifests, it is all part and parcel, all a representation of your joy, and never will be defined or labeled as an interruption in it or an obstacle in it or a stopping of that joy. Because your physical reality, as we said, is only a mirror. And whatever you define it to be, whatever you believe is most true, is what you get. So it's very important to pay attention to those beliefs and those definitions, for it is those and only those that create your physical reality experience. Because nothing in physical reality has built-in meaning. Nothing has automatic meaning. Everything is fundamentally without built-in meaning. The greatest gift, and I know this sounds strange in your language, the greatest gift creation has given to all of you is that life is fundamentally meaningless. That means it has no built-in meaning. What that also means is you were designed to give it the meaning you prefer to give it, and the meaning you give it will utterly determine how you experience it, no matter how the situation looks. Because every situation is neutral and can serve double duty and can allow you to experience a positive or a negative effect in your life. It isn't how the situation looks that makes the difference. It's how you respond to the situation that makes the difference in terms of the effect that you experience. So let go of the idea that the outer world needs to change in order for you to know that you have changed. Just make the change within yourself, know that you have changed, behave as if you have changed, and then you will prove to creation that you have changed, because you will be responding differently to the outer reflection, even if the outer reflection stays the same. That's how it works. Does that make sense to you all?